Here's a nice little question from 2004 Winter, paper 1 in further maths, and it was question 3. Given that S1 is equal to 0, S2 is equal to 14, and S3 is equal to negative 18, find a cubic equation whose roots are alpha, beta, and gamma. Well, immediately, since the sum of the roots is 0, we have that the x squared coefficient is 0. So our cubic equation is going to look like x cubed plus 0x squared plus cx plus d equals 0. And we can quickly find c as well, since c is equal to the sum of alpha beta, and we also know that the sum of alpha squared is equal to the sum of alpha squared plus 2 times the sum of alpha beta, so plus 2 times c. And the sum of alpha squared is 0 squared, and that's equal to, well, S2, which is 14, plus 2 times c. And so that tells us that c is equal to negative 7. So that means that our equation looks like this: x cubed minus 7x plus d equals 0. And then lastly, we can actually sub in our roots alpha, beta, and gamma into this equation, and we get alpha cubed minus 7 alpha plus d equals 0, beta cubed minus 7 beta plus d equals 0, and gamma cubed minus 7 gamma plus d equals 0. And then we can add them together, and we observe that alpha cubed plus beta cubed plus gamma cubed is S3, which is negative 18, minus 7 times alpha plus beta plus gamma, which we already know is 0, so 7 times 0. So actually we don't need that. And then just plus 3d equals 0. So negative 18 plus 3d equals 0, and that tells us that d is equal to 6. And hence our cubic equation that has roots alpha, beta, and gamma is x cubed minus 7x plus 6 equals 0. And then the second part of the question just asks us to find possible values for alpha, beta, and gamma. Well, we can just do that by using the factor theorem. And we know that we can see that x equals, well, we don't need to use the factor theorem. We can just look at it and find the values. And we can see that x equals 1 is clearly going to be a value. So we can say alpha equals 1. And then we could use polynomial division, I guess, if we wanted to. But just staring at this thing for a little while, 2 cubed is 8, plus 6 is 14, minus 7 times 2 is 0. So beta can equal 2. And then if you stare at it for a little bit longer, you can also see that x equals negative 3 is also a solution. So gamma equals negative 3. So those are possible values for alpha, beta, and gamma. And that's all for that question. Nice, easy question.